Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back to Zanthyst Gaming Nephilim. Today we're going to be doing challenge with 103 on North America. We're running a Spirit Generator Monk. The Spirit Generator Monk gains increased damage with their Spirit Generators. They increase their damage with their dash every time they use their Spirit Generators. And every time they use their dash, it increases their Spirit Generators. So dash buffs Spirit Generators buff dash. We're running Shenlong's Fist, which makes it so our Spirit Generators do more damage the more Spirit we have. When we cap out on Spirit, we get a 200% increase in damage, and it will drain out over the next 5 to 10 seconds, depends on how much Spirit you generate. So basically, you dash in, you Spirit Generate, you dash, you Spirit Generate, you dash, you Spirit Generate, so on and so forth. Spirit Generators, we have Way of the 100 Fists and Crippling Wave. You want to be using Crippling Wave because he has a Mage Fist equipped. You will want to make sure that you use Serenity, which is your damage immunity ability whenever you're about to get killed by a grotesque explosion or an elite affix or whatever it is. And try to not die to grotesques on the first floor. It's a little bit rough. It's a little bit sketchy. I would avoid most of them, unless it's really good density, and if you're going to blow them up, make sure you have a dash to get out. All right, let's throw up the map and get on into this. I'm going to dash in, hit my Serenity, Spirit Generate, dash out of the explosions, and kill the elites, which I should have killed instead of all those grotesques, but hey, it worked out. And dash on the elite, blow him up, and get killed by a grotesque. Cool. First floor is pretty crappy. After that, it's fine. So if you start getting frustrated, don't worry about it. It gets better, trust me. Just like high school. Bad jokes are bad. All right, let's keep dashing, keep moving. You're in my way. There we go. Oh, God. I popped my heal, which was on my number 1 key or Q. For you, by default, it's on your 2 key. I just moved it around a little bit by right-clicking the skill and moving it to where I wanted. Just mostly because... Oh, okay. So you can die a few times and still be fine on time. I moved it because I'm used to having my movement skill on my 2 key. So... that's why I did that. So I can actually just hold down right click and use dash for movement if I want to. Also, if I know I'm going to be killing a lot of stuff, that's another option you could do. Or if you're on console, hold down your secondary button, whatever that is. That's another option. I'm just literally holding it and hovering over enemies as I move over them. That works too. You don't need to force move on this one, really. You could just Spirit Generate on everything under the sun. There is another elite kind of hidden up here. If you pop your auras, it will give you an extra dodge. So that's pretty helpful as well. So you can use that to kind of boost up your survivability if you find you're having some issues. It does spend some spirit, though, to do that, so keep that in mind. Conduit, we want to take as far as we can. So we use our dashes on cooldown, and we're not going to really worry about auto-attacking anything until we get to right here. We're going to pop our immunity as we're in the middle of the pack because we would take a lot of damage. And then otherwise, we're just going to keep moving through the enemies. And here I will use my force move, so I'm not attacking. I just want to move through it as quickly as possible so we can use that conduit to carry us through on the following floor as well. No, I didn't do it quick enough. I stopped to attack just a little bit too much. You can get to that elite with the conduit up. Not that he's super hard to kill anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Channeling Pylon will let you kind of dash around as much as you want, which is pretty nice. But do keep in mind your Spirit Generators do the majority of your damage. Even though your dash does damage, your Spirit Generators do the majority of it. If you get Shenlong stacked up, then your dash does a good amount of damage. But otherwise, it's mostly about your Spirit Generators. So here I'm going to Spirit Generate until I'm at max. I'm going to dash every so often. And then when I'm at max, I'm going to spam my dashes, and he dies instantly. Easy peasy. Now, I did die 2 or 3 times there completely avoidable. You could definitely have a better time, but hopefully that helps you out with the challenge rift and you guys get over the dying on the first floor, because that first floor is pretty rough. So hopefully that helps you guys. Make sure you like, favorite, share, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we will see you guys next week. Bye, YouTube.